Well, we begin tonight with what prosecutors are calling a meticulously planned murder of an 82-year-old Tenino woman. Today, the man accused of killing Marcia Norman appeared via video feed in a Thurston County courtroom. Then, a short time later, the sheriff, the prosecuting attorney, and the county coroner gathered to outline the investigation that led to today's court appearance. One of them calling it the worst case he's seen in 20 years on the job. Good evening, and thanks for joining us for Fox 13 News at 10. I'm Matthew Smith.
And I'm Sabir Rayford. The disappearance and eventual realization of Norman's murder has rocked a community. Today, her granddaughter spoke out in court.
She made a real ripple in the lives of real people. And we, her family, are more than just the names on the papers in front of you. And Marcia was so much more than just an 82-year-old Tenino woman. She was a very real person who was both deeply loved by her family and her community.
Those words delivered as Jeffrey Zizz, the accused, looked on. A judge determining that Zizz would be held without bail.
While the family is hurting, investigators say their job is now to bring them justice. In a raw and comprehensive press conference, Thurston County investigators unveiled a wide range of new details today on what led them to Zizz. Fox 13's Jennifer Dowling has the latest details from Olympia.
Law enforcement said that Marcia likely suffered for hours before her death. Even the coroner, who's been with the office for more than 20 years, said this was one of the worst cases that he's ever seen.
She did not deserve the details that you're going to learn about here.
Law enforcement honored Marcia Norman Wednesday by remembering her as a kind and loving grandmother with many hobbies and a zest for life.
Her love of music and art and traveling, and the list goes on and on. She was very clearly a vibrant and thriving person.
Which made the results of her autopsy even more troubling.
This investigation is one you cannot unsee.
Even for a coroner with 25 years of experience in the office.
And this is the worst case I've witnessed.
Her injuries were shocking.
There's sharp force injuries and there's blunt force trauma. For the blunt force trauma, there is no pattern to say what device was used. So it could be a piece of lumber, machinery. As far as the sharp force injuries, a pneumatic nailer.
Investigators say Marcia was last seen alive April 1st when she had dinner with her handyman, Jeffrey Zizz. She was reported missing 3 days later. Detectives say Zizz cooperated until he failed a polygraph April 5th, and investigators uncovered a disturbing letter at his home.
A 5-page letter which meticulously planned out a burglary and sexual assault of a woman who was referred to as his customer.
Sandra says Zizz took a friend's truck and fled the state, but had to abandon the truck after hitting an elk near the Idaho-Montana border. He was arrested following a search of nearby hotels. Meantime, investigators used dogs to search a shed that Jeffrey built the day after Marcia's disappearance, indicating there might be human remains. And JBLM assisted with ground-penetrating radar, which found an anomaly under the shed. Sanders also credits Olympia's flock cameras, which contain automated license plate readers, with a break in this case.
Whereas Mr. Zizz stated that he was home the night that Marcia went missing, we actually had conflicting information when his truck was located on a flock camera.
Although he's been booked right now for first-degree murder and kidnapping, the prosecuting attorney says those charges could change as the investigation continues. Reporting from Olympia, Jennifer Dowling, Fox 13 News.